History of Irish literature. The history of Irish literature is rich and diverse, reflecting the complex tapestry of Irish culture, history, and language. It encompasses both oral tradition and written works spanning thousands of years. Here's a detailed overview of the major periods, eminent figures, and important works in Irish literature. Early Irish literature, before 9th century. Mythological cycle. This cycle contains myths and legends surrounding ancient Irish gods and heroes, such as the Tuatha de Danann, and figures like Cú Chulainn and Fionn Mac Cumhaill. Important works include the Táin Bó Cúailnge, the Cattle Raid of Cooley. Ulster cycle, focused on the heroes of Ulster, particularly Cú Chulainn. Key texts include the Táin Bó Cúailnge and To Gael Brúdan da Durga, the destruction of da Durga's hostel. Early Christian period, 5th to 9th century. Saints' lives and hagiography. Early Christian literature in Ireland often consisted of saints' lives and hagiographies, such as the Life of Saint Patrick and the Life of Saint Columba. Early Irish poetry. This period also saw the development of early Irish poetry, including nature poetry and religious verse. Middle Irish literature, 9th to 12th century. Brehon laws, legal texts, such as the Senchus Mór, Great Tradition, provide insight into early Irish law and society. Heroic tales, continued development of heroic tales and sagas, including the Fenian cycle, with stories about Fionn Mac Cumhaill and the Fianna. Religious texts, Christian religious texts and manuscripts, often illuminated, were produced during this period. Old Irish period, 12th to 17th century. Bardic poetry, poetic traditions continued, often composed by professional bards and poets. Notable poets include Ea Dua Hidjin and Fergal Mac and Baird. Annals, historical texts like the Annals of the Four Masters, recorded significant events in Irish history. Bardic schools, these institutions preserved and taught the traditions of Irish literature, fostering the continuation of Gaelic culture despite English colonization. Modern Irish literature, 17th century onwards. Irish language revival, efforts to revive the Irish language and preserve Irish culture gained momentum in the 19th and 20th centuries. 19th century, writers like Thomas Moore, Irish Melodies, and James Clarence Mangan contributed to the Irish literary revival. Irish literary renaissance. At the turn of the 20th century, a revival of Irish literature occurred with figures such as W.B. Yeats, Lady Gregory, and J.M. Synge founding the Irish Literary Theatre, which later became the Abbey Theatre. Eminent figures and works. W.B. Yeats, renowned for his poetry, plays, and essays. Notable works include The Tower, The Wild Swans, At Cool, and The Celtic Twilight. James Joyce, famous for his modernist masterpiece Ulysses, and Dubliners. Samuel Beckett, known for his existentialist works, including Waiting for Godot. Seamus Heaney, Nobel Prize-winning poet, celebrated for collections like Death of a Naturalist, and North. Flann O'Brien, notable for his novel, At Swim to Birds. Edna O'Brien, known for novels like The Country Girls trilogy. Brian Friel, celebrated playwright, known for works like Translations and Dancing at Lugnasa. Contemporary Irish literature. Contemporary Irish literature continues to thrive with authors like Colm Toibin, Roddy Doyle, and Ian Wright, and Ira McBride exploring diverse themes and styles. Throughout its history, Irish literature has been characterized by its deep connection to language, mythology, history, and the land, reflecting the unique cultural identity of Ireland.